Howdy there, class. This is Mr. Jung. Welcome to the world of metrics. Yay! Alright, so the last time we were together, we started talking about metric conversions. Now, if you knew it already, awesome, but maybe I forgot to tell you, but there's basically just three types of measurements that we use in all science classes. Those are length, mass, and volume. Now, to simplify things, all scientists, we use the same system called the metric system to do length, mass, and volume measurements. In general, if you want to take the length of something, you use the unit meter. Now, this can come in centimeters, or millimeters, or kilometers, but the basic one is meter. When we're talking about mass, we basically use grams. And again, this can also come in different versions like kilograms or centigrams. But again, the basic unit is grams. And then there's volume. Volume is taken in liters. But you're probably more familiar with terms like milliliters. But again, the basic unit is still just liter. Now I'm saying centimeter and millimeter, kilometer, kilogram, centigram, milliliter. What do all these words mean? All these terms have different prefixes. This is a list of all of the abbreviations of the prefixes that we use. For example, this K here stands for kilo. The next one down is hecto, deca, the basic units such as grams, liters, and meters, deci, centi, and milli. Let's try to do an example. Now in this example, we have 1.027 centimeters, which I need to convert into meters. Now how I would do that is first determine where centimeters is. Centimeters is this right here. That's centimeters. That's where centimeters is located. And I want to make it to meters. Meters would be located in under B, right here. So I need to go from C, centimeters, to B, which is just the basic unit, meter. In order to do that, I simply just have to take a few steps. To go from the C, centimeter, to B, basic unit, which is meter, I'm going to take 2 steps in that direction. Again, start here, 1, 2, I'm going in this direction. With that knowledge now, I'm going to do the same with my decimal point from the 1.027 centimeters. My decimal point is right here. If I could get that. There it is. That's my decimal point. I'm going to take how many steps? 2 steps. 2 steps in this direction to the left. And this would be the location of my new decimal point. I'm going to fill it in with a 0. Let me get the right pen color. I'm going to fill it in with a 0. And so my new number in meters, because I've converted it, is 0.01027. And you can use this basic trick to go from any one unit to another based on these steps going left or right. And there was a phrase that I use and that you can use too to help you remember the order from kilo all the way down to milli. The phrase is this: Katie has dishes but doesn't cook much. Katie has dishes but doesn't cook much. And if you follow all of the beginning letters of this phrase, it's K, H, D, B, D, C, M. From the top, it goes from kilo to hecto to deca to the basic units, meter, gram, or liter, deci, centi, and milli. Now today you're going to be using graduated cylinders, and we will be measuring different volumes of liquids using this graduated cylinder. So I need you to remember and or learn how to read a graduated cylinder. That's supposed to be a liquid in a graduated cylinder. All right, so a graduated cylinder is a slender tube, usually made of glass, that we put liquids in to figure out the volume of this liquid. And it usually has little tick marks on the side to give us, readings. Now, as I pour this liquid in, you might begin to see and realize that it creates a type of a dip in the liquid. This little dip, my friends, is called a meniscus. It happens all the time when you're using a graduated cylinder. So my question to you, class, is looking at this meniscus. Again, this is all liquid here. That's my little bubble at the top called the meniscus. Looking at this meniscus, how would I read this? Is this is this 6 or 7? Is this 6, which is right here, the bottom, or is this a 7, the top? As you're asking yourself this question, contemplating, thinking about all the riddles of life, the answer is a 6. To read a meniscus, you read the bottom of this dip. Wherever this bottom, this little ditch here, this little dip of the meniscus, wherever that is touching, that is the reading that you are writing down. So this is in fact not a 5, because 5's down here, but a 6. And definitely not a 7. So with that said, now that we know how to read a graduated cylinder, I think Mr. Jung, I have some practice worksheets for you to do, and we're also going to do a lab which will incorporate a lot of use of graduated cylinders today. In general, graduated cylinders are usually used in the unit of milliliters, ml, milliliters. Thanks for paying attention, and feel free to ask me any questions if you have any. Bye!
Made with Doodlecast Pro.